So while you're struggling to land a single meeting or having a tough time even getting responses, there's a system out there that finds leads, qualifies them, scrapes their profiles, generates hyper-personalized messages and delivers it to them. And so all you have to do is wake up in the morning to basically messages from them being like, hey, I want to book a meeting with you. And that's exactly what we just saw in the screenshots that I just glanced over. And this is all possible due to the LinkedIn AI sales machine. And in this call, I'm going to demo the entire system with Jesse Zhang, the co-founder from Beacons AI. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'll be giving away a lot of goodies of how it works under the hood.
Oh, so the LinkedIn system I was telling you about, John built that. So he can kind of go over it in more detail now that we're here and share his screen.
That sounds great to me. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, where should I start then? Like, what are you guys looking for? It'd be helpful if I had some background and context here on what you guys have discussed, so I show you the right stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess Mel and I can go first, Mel, and maybe you can
Mm-hmm.
add more
Mm-hmm.
context. We only chatted briefly, maybe for like 5 to 10 minutes at Vid Summit. Like I've been thinking a lot about how to build AI tools to help content creators. Yeah, I guess I can just give you a quick rundown on what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from the Boston area, I already mentioned that. Did my PhD at Stanford in AI things, but more on the theoretical side. Co-founder of this company called Beacons AI that builds software for content creators. We've been around for like 6 years, and we have about like 8 million creators running their businesses on Beacons.
Yeah,
So
you
there's
guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, you've heard of us. Thanks.
Yes.
The funny thing is we've had this like beacons.ai domain ever since the beginning, since we were a bunch of AI people, figured we should get the domain, but we haven't done any real AI for most of that time. There's always been like the promise of doing it.
Yeah.
Now we're just thinking more about how to, translate all these improvements in LLMs to value for our users. Yeah, and we figured that like yeah, like we have all this unique data and context that we can provide LLMs, but we're still trying to figure out exactly what the best way to do that is. And also at the same time, I'm trying to post more on LinkedIn as well, which is why the LinkedIn automation is also interesting to me as like a user. Yeah, but in general, like I didn't have too much of an agenda. I just thought Mel was pretty cool. It sounds like we're building some really cool stuff and getting some traction, and just wanted to learn more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we talked, it was super brief, but it was mostly about how we've helped people generate, qualified appointments, conversations, new connections with LinkedIn, working around their automation, like, banning. So mimicking human behavior as much as possible. And it's been going pretty well. And I know John's been making more improvements and changes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I love this picture that you have, man. I gotta share it. Hang on.
Oh, nice.
So that's the original Beacons AI. Is that it there?
Yeah, we were originally doing Face ID for doors, and we applied to YC. Yeah, we applied to YC in December of 2018, so almost 7 years ago now.
Wow.
With this idea, we whipped together this really janky prototype on this like door with like a Raspberry Pi and like a very simple camera, and it would just like identify the faces of the YC partners, and if they were supposed to have access, then it would have drawn like a little green box around their head and open the door. Anyway, clearly we're not doing that anymore. Hardware is hard.
I mean, that's really cool. It's way cooler than anything I've done, but
I don't know about that. Thanks.
Why are you looking to go big on LinkedIn, or at least get into LinkedIn?
Yeah.
What's the ask there? What's going on there?
Yeah, it's because we feel like we want to become the AI company for creators, and at this point, the founding team actually, on paper, seems like a good fit for that because we have our AI PhD still, and we've been working in the creator space for 6 years. So we think that by building our own brands on LinkedIn, we can help push the company forward as well.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm new to the whole entrepreneurship space. I was a product manager for like 5 years in SaaS, and I kind of broke off and kind of I've been doing a lot of content on LinkedIn. So let me show you. This has been like my cumulative posts over just basically started doing it around June, July of this year. And as you can see, it's just gone up and up and up. And what I've been doing really well is lead magnets. And I built this full system around managing the lead magnets because I have a lot of posts that have basically gone viral. Let me see if I can show you the data of the post, the analytics here. Basically just talking about my stuff and giving away free guides and stuff like that. So post impressions, it's got to be it. It doesn't, there we go, here we go. Yeah, okay, so if I go to cumulative, past, filter it by past 365. Yeah, there we go. So you can see some posts like this one's like 400,000, almost 400,000 here, 336,000. So I'm getting to see a lot of comments too, like 6,000 comments, 6,000 comments, 2,000 comments, etc. So I've had a lot that have gone viral. So I've gotten pretty good at making these lead magnet posts, which, you know, I pretty much have a system for doing this stuff. And I've gotten really good at making automations around LinkedIn. So one of the first automations I made was, let's pull it up, was basically responding to those lead magnets because, not this one, because those lead magnets, like basically every time somebody comments on one of these posts, like, you know, you're aware of lead magnets, right? I'm sure you've seen a lot of these blow up on LinkedIn.
My understanding is like it's like a free guide, and people
Exactly, yeah.
either engage with it, and by doing so, they leave some kind of information for you to follow up with. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like instead of outbound marketing, it's inbound marketing. So basically, it's like I built this awesome guide that will help you and your business achieve X, Y, and Z. Comment this keyword, and then blah blah blah. So when you're getting thousands of people messaging you like within a day and commenting within a day, you're like, well, how the hell do I manage that, right? So most people, they have like virtual assistants, and virtual assistants suck. they're inconsistent. They outsource. They'll basically get your LinkedIn account banned. At least the bad ones do. The good ones at best won't do that, but then they're costly and they just take forever. So I had a virtual assistant too. They were not great. So then I built this system of basically just automating the whole thing. So anytime somebody comments, you see the comments here get thrown into. I'm just managing this in Google Sheets, but of course I'm going to put this into like a super base DB table. But yeah, so pretty much all of the comments going all the way back to July from all of my posts are all here.
Yeah.
And I get everyone's profile here, and yeah, the entire system basically just manages the entire thing. So I have I think I just activator. So as I'm writing, it's basically just a backend system. And so every single day you get like an email like this. There's 6 workflows. 2 of them just do it automatically. Like one of them stores anytime there's a new comment. New comments are basically thrown into the sheet here. And then as you can see, I got 2 comments, 2 unprocessed comments. That's it. But I'm running this thing like all the time. And as you see, not all comments are lead magnet related. So what the system does is after the comments are thrown in there, you click on workflow 2, and that executes the N8N workflow that pretty much categorizes the comments and checks them against if they're a lead magnet or not, and provides like a rationale, pretty much an AI agent that's evaluating this based on criteria that we give it. If it is lead magnet, it's unprocessed. If it isn't a lead magnet, it marks as processed and provides a rationale for why it did that. Basically, it works really well. It's like it's insanely accurate. And then this one, number 3, basically checks if we're connected. If we're not connected, sees if there's an invite request, and does all the handling there. I could actually quickly show it to you. I'm running a lot of automations all the time. See, in the last 7 days, I've had over 7,000 executions, and these things are they're running like all the time. One's running right now. as you can see. So that's just like I do a lot of. I'm like the opposite of you. I'm just always building, always practicing this stuff, and always experimenting with all the different LLMs. So I know all their capabilities. Like I know that
Wow.
Grok's the best at reasoning, has the best context window. ChatGPT is like the best generalist. Gemini is the best at media. And Claude's the best writer, like by far the best writer and best at code and stuff like that. So what am I going to go into? So I'll show you the inbound system here. It's number 3. So number 3 is super complex workflow. I only do super complex workflows, but yeah, there's a bunch of things there. Checks if we're connected. If we're not connected, sends them a request, basically being like, hey, we're not connected. So if we go ahead and we look at the comments here, if my internet decides to load, we will, I guess it just doesn't want to load. Basically, we'll see that there's like a lot of, like I respond to everybody. Oh man, I just gotta refresh it. So yeah, this workflow is like how it all happens. I won't get too into the nitty gritty, but like, reply on the actual post, send them a message with the lead magnet, actual template. I call it the template. So this is like what the message looks like here based on the keyword. So yeah, I have like, oh, it's like 29. Yeah, 29 of them there. So yeah, so that's the whole inbound system. Oh, there's also the remaining workflows is people will just DM me like the keyword, which happens a lot because most humans love errors. They don't like to follow the instructions. That's what makes us humans, right? And so in the instructions is like, make sure we're connected. A lot of humans don't, connect with me. So if I make sure everyone gets the lead magnet because I want to give the best experience possible. So I tell them that, hey, if we're not connected, connect with me. Then afterwards, after we're connected, send me a message with the keyword and I'll reply to you. And so these workflows are about handling that. When somebody sends me a DM, it's basically categorizing the DM, checking to see if we've already sent them the lead magnets. If we have them, marking that as sent. And then the last one is actually sending the lead magnets resource. So that's what all these workflows do. So I created this like orchestra of like workflows, and yeah, I've been refining it like myself over the past I guess 3 or 4 months now. So that's the inbound system, and then I started doing outbound marketing as well, also through LinkedIn. And this is what the outbound looks like. It's basically it's like cold outreach to people. We get a list from Sales Navigator. Of course, we're scraping it because we don't like to follow the rules. And Sales Navigator gives a pretty good list, but of course they don't let you export it in a CSV. So we had to build a scraper. So we built the scraper. And of course, Sales Navigator, when you put in the criteria of businesses you want, it like almost never gives you a list of people that you want. Like for example, I want professional recruiters. It will give me a lot of consultants. It won't give me professional recruiters. Maybe like 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 of them will actually be professional recruiters. The rest are other people. So then you as a human, you need to like, basically qualify the list, right? And so what we've done is we built like a bunch of AI agents that do the qualification for you based on based on stuff of your business or of your client's business or what have you. So let me go to the outbound here. Let me show you my workflow here. So yeah, we got these 3 AI agents here that pretty much do research on the business. So if I go into the workflow here, if I scroll all the way down, as you can see, you know what? I'll just run it for you. Why not? Let's just run it. Because everyone likes to see the boxes go green, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So I like to send out an email basically letting people know that, hey, the workflow is running. So that's the first thing that happens, which, oh, it was sent to my other email address. Hang on. Let me go into my personal Gmail here. Should have gotten this email here. Let's refresh. There we go. So here we go. So this is what the email, like, hey, the AI workflow started. Your automated AI executive outreach system is running now. Do not use your LinkedIn account while it's running because LinkedIn doesn't like automation. So we got to be hush hush when we're letting the automation run. You can't have 2 people operating the account at the same time. AI agents can operate it, but you can't at the same time. So that's the point of this email. So basically, what happens in a nutshell is it researches the company using Perplexity Deep Research. It crafts the executive research report based on its finding. It does an ICP match. If it is a qualified lead, then it does scraping, sends connection requests, and delivers and creates hyper-personalized messages and delivers them based on your value prop. So that's like a really high-level overview of it. So right now it's running. Awesome. And so where's it right now? Okay, it's in the wait timer. We always have wait timers in between doing stuff to mimic human behavior, and it's always based on like a random time that it produces. You can see here. Yeah, so that's how we mimic the human behavior. That's what we got from our vendor provider. They taught us how, always mimic human behavior, because LinkedIn has no idea if it's humans or bots that's operating a human's account. They don't know. They have no idea. So as long as you mimic human behavior, they just don't know. And nothing bad will happen. There we go. It's running right now. Okay. So the first node, what it does is it uses, basically we got Grok working with Perplexity. Perplexity is basically, Grok is telling Perplexity, do this query here, like query this person from this company, blah, blah, blah. So it does the query. And Perplexity is the best at doing real-time searching across the web. It does it better than any of the other LLMs out there. So that's why we use Perplexity. That's kind of what they're best at. And then Grok is really good at reasoning and has a really large context window and is really fast. So we use Grok 4 for that. And it's cheap, of course, because we got to keep our costs down. So basically, they do some communication back and forth. They produce an output. The output is this. The output is always the same because we're basically using an auto parser here. So basically, we're saying like always return the results using this format here. So it does. Then it runs into this guy here. This guy produces a report, like it's like a one-page, single page report telling us everything we need to know about the business, like a one-shot snapshot about this report. The cool thing about this report that I really like is but it shows you like, I'll go into the spreadsheet. Everything is input into the spreadsheet here. Oh, good. We got number 5. That means it's going to make the messages. Awesome. So this is the report here. So if I copy the report and I open a clean docs here and I paste it in, we see, here we go. So we got the professional profile summary. So Tom Tootie, here's the prospect's name, serves this company here. Cool. 27 years of experience, blah, blah, blah. They do executive recruitment. Great. That's what we're looking for. The largest target market is basically these people. Okay, cool. What are their services? Their services are this. Cool. Alignment and engagement opportunity assessment. Like, how can like your business help this business? And like, can it actually help the business? So basically, it's like the LLM, based on all the information it knows about your business and knows about their business, about Tom's business here, it creates this paragraph here that shows like how it can benefit, if it could benefit or not from it. It explains it there basically. And then the last node here has some like, and I've done this iteration so many times, basically takes in all the information we know that we've produced about this lead, the report, your company, or the client's company or whatever, the target customer we're looking for, and does a match based on all this matching criteria here, like demographic, industry, yada, yada. It's called firmographic fits, so on and so forth. And we have this nice long system message here that provides even more context on how they're supposed to do the scoring philosophy and all this jazz, and basically produces a score. And the score is basically, like as you can see here, this is the score here in the M column here, and then provides the rationale for why it's a 5 or not a 5. As you can see here, it gave it a 5 because the primary business and executive recruitment and talent acquisition, which does match the target industry, blah, 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 meets the firmographic criteria because it's in the United States. The revenue is not available, but that's okay. It meets all the other stuff based on the weighting criteria that we gave it. Cool. If it is a qualified, if it's a qualified lead, which means that we do use a 5-point Likert scale for this. So if it's a 4 or a 5, then it's qualified. Then what it does the scraping. So it scrapes like the prospects, pretty much looks at the most recent post and then ranks their most recent posts based on like meaningfulness. So this is how we do the hyper personalization. So that's what's done over here. These nodes here is where we basically look into their LinkedIn. So we looked at their LinkedIn profile here. We get a nice API result. We look at their posts here. We get a bunch of their posts here. And then we look at their comments in case they don't have any posts, then we pull in their comments, right? So we pull all that in. This guy here does the ranking. So it pulls in all of the stuff that we scraped. As you can see here, it ranks it based on most meaningful. And so we get number 1, 2, and 3 and rationales for why it gave it a good ranking. And then this guy down here is the one that actually generates the messages. And the messages can be generated based on like, just give me the pitch, which is what I'm using right now. It's just going straight for the pitch. Or it can be like, it's called like the hook starter framework, like asking questions about the industry and the business and stuff like that. So, or it can be somewhere in the middle of the two, or it can be completely custom. So we give, you know, those different, we call them message generation frameworks. So we give those different frameworks here. And then it auto sends the message, which is basically what happens here. So it sends the message and stores the results and then does the whole loop over and over again. It does that until it works through. I think we got it doing 21 at a time. So yeah, so we see ICP match, it was sent at this date. Yeah, so it marks all the columns here. So yeah, that's basically the outbound system in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty good, man. I'm getting lots of responses, but I don't have time to respond because my LinkedIn is just overwhelmed. And yeah,
You're
but
trying to reach out to people to build automations for, right? Is that right?
yeah, yeah. Well, I have a SaaS called GetInterviews.ai, and this is a SaaS that could really benefit recruitment agencies. So basically, I'm building the outbound system for clients. We have it for clients. I'm constantly iterating because, you know, I use it myself, and I'm using it myself to basically bring in people for this SaaS that I have.
Yep.
So recruitment people, because they do this already. What this SaaS does is basically finding hidden jobs through LinkedIn. Yeah. So that's why it's ranked the recruiters for me at least.
NAN has a LinkedIn scraper.
No, God, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
We use a custom HTTP node. We use Unipile to connect backdoor to, yeah, because Unipile has the best backdoor connection to LinkedIn. And that's the biggest open secret. Like LinkedIn officially doesn't allow any automations whatsoever, but everybody does it. So
yeah. Unipile.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Unipile. Yeah, it's basically here, you know, Lemlist? Have you heard of Lemlist?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Lemlist is French guys. Lemlist, how big are they? Are there?
Uh-huh.
We'll do a Perplexity search. They're pretty okay. They're big. They're one of the biggest. They pretty much have a scraper. Yeah, let me actually show you their LinkedIn. They should have a LinkedIn. They've been banned off LinkedIn many times because they're not supposed to be on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't even think they have a page on LinkedIn. Yeah, I guess not. How big is company Lemlist? But basically, Lemlist is also a backdoor to LinkedIn, and it will get you like whatever like you want to scrape a lead from. They have an extension. Here it is. Yeah, see, this is it here. Enrich lead. So whatever lead you want. So I'll click on this guy here, and now I can log in to add him to my list. Cool. So I can add him to my CRM within Lemlist, and then within a click of a button, I can get the email address and that stuff. So that's Lemlist. Lemlist was invented in France like 10 years ago. I think it's a 100 million ARR company now. It's pretty big. Yeah, 104 companies. Yeah.
Dang.
26 million people. Yeah, so there you go. But anyways, yeah, so they created this Lemlist. At the same time, Unipile was born because they needed a backdoor connection. And so Unipile is also a French company. So that's why Unipile is so good at what they do, because they basically built it for Lemlist. And this is Unipile here. It's just an API for apps. Yeah, see lem list here. Yeah.
I see. Man, it's super
Yeah.
impressive how much you built. How long did all this take?
Been working on this basically nonstop for the past 4 months.
Okay,
Everything that I just showed you. Yeah. And it's just me and one other dev, and that's it.
got it. Got it.
Yeah.
What is like the next big milestone for you? Just curious.
Yeah, so productizing this, gonna turn it into getdeals.ai. So I have the domain.
Yeah.
Amazingly enough, it was available. I'm like, that's a great domain. So bought it
Yeah.
and then gonna productize it. So because I built workflows for get interviews.
Mhm.
And the productized get interviews, which turned into an app, built in Svelte. It loads here. There we go. Yeah. So this is what it looks like here. It's all run by n8n workflows in the background.
Oh,
Basically finds jobs that are hidden, advertised in LinkedIn posts. Because you're lucky you're not in the market, man. You're not looking for jobs because it's hard out there. Like people these days, when they're looking for jobs, if you're submitting a job through a job board, good luck. It's a black hole of death. I actually just was talking about this with somebody else. So like, Cody Sanchez?
yes. Yeah. Shoes of it
Yeah,
somewhere. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So a lot of people are saying this now, like don't apply on websites, on job boards anymore. Your resume just goes into a black hole. Why? Because of one-click AI apply tools, which I'm sure you've heard of. You upload your resume, you click a button, it sends to every single job board out there, has basically just flooded the market. So there's like in the
Oh,
past, a, a job like Google always got the most applications, but now like a mom and pop shop or just a startup SaaS that's posted a job, they're getting thousands of applications now. Whereas in the past, they'd get like 100 if they were lucky. So basically, AI has pretty much destroyed the job market as we know it. And so this tool is here to save it, basically, with with just doing outreach to hiring managers. So that's this tool that I built here. So yeah, the next thing I'm building is get interviews.
dude,
Sorry, get deals, get deals. Is the next thing.
it's it's so I'm just thinking it's like AI on AI wars. Essentially, like one AI is flooding the market, another AI is trying to sift through the noise, and then it's like a cat and mouse game. It's just
Pretty
gonna.
much. We're actually using agentic AI, so it's a little different, but yeah. And AI agents, because AI agents are cool. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool?
It does look cool. You're right.
Right? And it does cool shit. Like it does all this stuff automatically. I just watch it.
Yeah.
I just watch my spreadsheet just fill up, and I'm like, great, that's awesome. It sends all these messages on my behalf. Cool. And then people respond to me, hey, this sounds great. Let's have a meeting. I'm like, that's awesome. I have to lift a finger.
But now you have all these meetings on your calendar, and you're like, what's? Well, I mean, there's. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty selective with the meetings. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, it's true.
that makes sense, dude. It's super
Yeah.
super impressive. And you said you were a PM, right? You weren't even technical.
Yeah, I was not technical. No, I could basically just learned all this stuff myself this year
Hell yeah.
because of AI. Like if AI wasn't around, like if Claude wasn't around, I'm the dumbest person. Like I'm super dumb. You're 1,000 times smarter than me. I'm really dumb.
Dude.
So thank God Claude, I know how to use AI really well. I can feed anytime I have any issue with whatever developing task I'm doing, I just feed into Claude or ChatGPT, usually Claude. And it breaks it down for me because I'm really dumb. I'm like, oh, thank you, Claude. You're the PhD in the room, not me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
helps me figure out approaches. It helps me, yeah, debugging, basically making workflows better, enhancing stuff, blah blah blah. So yeah, there's no way I can do this by myself. I
I mean,
do it with me and my LMs and my one developer.
super cool. I know we're over time, and
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate you so much for just like speed running me through all of this. Obviously can't digest it all in one speed run, but it is just cool seeing what is possible.
Mhm.
And like the things you've been able to do for your clients and yourself. How I'm wondering how I can be most helpful for you guys as well.
Can we
Um,
install this in your LinkedIn?
I see. Potentially, I need to get clear on what my own LinkedIn goals are.
Okay.
What would that onboarding process be like, and also how much would that cost?
Great. Oh, great questions. So the onboarding process is we just do a one-time authorization with your LinkedIn account, and then we can operate your account through these workflows. So that's it. But I'm not sure if you would really benefit from the outbounds. You'd probably benefit more from the inbound system with like lead magnets. So because you said you want to grow like your LinkedIn profile and I guess grow your LinkedIn profile brand. So maybe you'd benefit more from the inbound system. And also we could help you out with doing the lead magnets as well. Because that's something where we're also now offering that as well. Like coming up with creating the post, a content calendar, creating the actual resources for you guys. Like that would also help. Are you looking to do some like, I guess, marketing through beacons on your LinkedIn?
Um, you mean marketing for beacons or through beacons?
For beacons, right?
Yeah, I guess both because there's a company
Yeah,
page too, right?
there is. Although we don't use it that much.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Probably better with your LinkedIn account. And you can even do it like if you have multiple, I mean, obviously you have co-founders. You're the co-founders, you guys all basically post the same stuff. So if one of the posts go viral, then you all just kind of repost the exact same thing. You just ride the wave, essentially. The
yeah.
algorithmic wave. Yeah.
Damn, I wonder how many LinkedIn accounts are being automated. This
Mhm.
these AI wars, right? It's like all this content.
Mhm.
Yeah. One challenge for me right now, and this is more on me, to figure out, definitely not on you guys. It's just like being more opinionated about who I want to be on LinkedIn. I think like regardless of doing outbound or inbound, it's like what is the value that I'm providing and for whom. Um,
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
getting that really crisp because I might
So
try. I might try.
who's your customer?
Yeah, my
It's small
customer,
businesses, right?
the content creator, the content
Yeah.
creator. A
Yeah.
lot of content creators hang out on not on LinkedIn, but on like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's still value to be.
Oh, they're coming on LinkedIn. I see them there a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And also like the brand marketers, like the influencer marketers, and also the talent agencies. They're on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah. So, the interesting thing about this space is it's evolving quickly. Like a few
Mhm.
months ago, I don't think people in the creator space were thinking about AI stuff as much. And it's only going to increase. So yeah, I like to think that we're at the beginning of catching a wave of something
Mhm.
really big. But like it's still like a high uncertainty period because you're not quite sure
Mhm.
what is going to stick.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think going off of what you said about needing to figure out how you want to position yourself or build your brand, um, like obviously you're an expert and you've created this product and you were at Vid Summit to specifically promote not only the company but Beam, right?
yeah, that's right.
So have you,
Yeah.
I didn't look at your LinkedIn today, but have you been like doing posts about that at all?
A combination, kind of.
Okay.
But I
Mhm.
worry that like most of my posts just go to my network of people that it's like friends trying to support, not
Mhm.
really like the actual customers.
Yeah. I think that's the purpose of, the lead magnets is like just looking at John's and how, 4,000, 6,000 comments. You're going to get tons and tons of people like as these posts go more viral. And the thing is like you have the personality, you're very charismatic, you have the background and like all this stuff. Like I think just becoming consistent about creating that content once you decide like do you want to use your LinkedIn to mostly talk about beacons? Do you want it to position yourself as more of a keynote speaker so you could do more events? Like there's tons of opportunities. I think it's also sort of deciding where you want to go with your career and your like, do you want to speak at more events and
Well, just to give you an example, this guy here, Duncan, he's a big YouTuber. He's got like 100,000 followers. Like he's been going hard on LinkedIn recently and
Mhm.
all with lead magnets. and like it's working because he's pretty much just getting clients through LinkedIn. His
Mhm.
follower count's at 7,000, so it's growing. But as you can see, like the branding's really good. He's just pretty much only doing lead magnets,
Mhm.
and they're working. Like he's doing a good job. But basically, like what you want to do with lead magnets is like you just want to give stuff away, like give guides or playbooks. Playbooks and guides is like the best, especially for your target customer, content creators. Like there's a lot of content creators on LinkedIn. There's a lot of people that are building their profile on LinkedIn. And if they, saw something like, hey, I'm the CEO of Beacons, and this is how this is how our top customers added X amount of value, or extra got this many followers or this many subscribers or whatever, made this much money from growing their base, like they're gonna want it, especially coming from you.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I like to think so. Thanks. I was gonna ask like what your approach to creating like your first lead magnet is, but you kind of just answered that.
Yeah, man, just give away stuff that's working, that you see working with
Yep.
your customers. Yeah. And put yourself in the customer's shoe. Like they want to get big, so give them tips on how to get big. These are the 3 things that I would do, and I break it down in this step-by-step playbook of 27 pages. The whole thing's written by Claude. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Claude's really good at writing, like really good. So, and yeah, we can help you do all the brainstorming and all that stuff. Like I'm sure you have a bunch of internal stuff that you give to your customers and basically help them with getting started with the platform, giving them tips, give them insights. Do you have a newsletter by any chance?
No, we do not. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Do you have any type of like assets, company assets, like guides, any type of insights?
Yeah, we used to have like a Beacons University that we haven't
That's
updated.
cool.
It's all public, and we had a blog as well. Yeah. Sorry guys,
Who
I really
manages? Oh,
oh
you need
yeah,
to go.
I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll just message you and we can set up another call, and
Yeah. It's
we'll talk again.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really inspiring to see like what could be done. I mean, I had a hunch, but I don't know. It's different kind of seeing it in actions.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I have some like ideas marinating.
Mhm.
I'll need to sit on it for a little bit longer, but
Mhm.
again, really appreciate the time
Definitely.
with you and chat again
No
soon.
problem. We'll chat soon. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Great meeting you, John.
me, Jesse. Thanks
Thanks,
for your time.
Jesse.
Take care.
Ciao.